어, 이번에 할 거는 이제 과제로 앞에 했던 것들을 이제 비행기로 만들어 보는 건데, 일정한 속도로 전진, 위아래 화살표로 조종할 수 있고 카메라가 따라간다. 오케이. 이제 다운로드 받아서 한번 해보면 될 것 같네.
Welcome to Challenge 1. Now, if you remember in our first project that we made, we added a lot of functionality to our project with this vehicle that can drive forward and these boxes that have physics and collisions in it, and we can fully control this vehicle, turning it left and right, driving it forwards, driving it backwards. So, for our first challenge, you can see that we have this plane flying game, and if I use the arrow keys, I can control it going up and down. Our plane is flying forwards at a nice, consistent speed. We have our camera over on this nice side view so we can see our plane flying around, and we can fly through all these obstacles, and we're following the plane really nicely. So, this is what our challenge should look like by the end, and this is what our project looks like now. Oh my gosh, the plane just flew straight backwards. It's like, just keeps going incredibly fast. That's far too fast for us to be able to do anything. Oh my gosh, just flying straight up all the way directly into the air. Well, that's not good. Can I even control this? No. That's really frustrating. For some reason, our
뭔가
camera
잘
also has
안
this
되고
weird
있는
front view,
상황이다 지금은.
and it doesn't even look like we're following the plane at all. I don't even know what the plane is. Just, it's gone. That's frustrating. Okay. Now, on our challenge page, below the video, you can see that there's all of these different steps that we can go through to make our project complete. You can see here listed the entire step that you have to do. So the problem is the plane is going backwards. What we need to do is make the plane go forwards. And if you get stuck, there are these helpful hints at the bottom of each step to help provide you with a little bit of insight as to how you can fix the problem in case you get stuck. Our next step, the plane is going too fast, so we need to slow it down. The camera is in front of the plane, so we need to reposition it. Our camera is also not following the plane at all, which isn't very helpful. And our plane is tilting automatically. So, in order to get our project to a complete state, we need to make sure that we go through each of these different steps. And something helpful that you can do as you complete each one, for example, if you finish watching this video, you can mark the step as completed. And then if you fix the plane going backwards, you can mark it as complete. If you found you actually broke something, you can mark it as incomplete so you can keep track of your progress. In addition to our main problems with our project, we've also added in bonus challenge problems that you can try and solve to see what you understand about Unity and push your knowledge just a little bit further. So, in our completed project, you can see if I press play, then I'll just pause this game really quick. And then actually if I go, focus in on the player, get it to the side, I'm going to step through, and if you watch the propeller, you'll see that the propeller actually rotates as the game is playing. So that's a cool, fun little feature that you can try and do yourself. The bonus challenges are designed to be a bit more difficult than what you know and understand. There are hints that help you along the way in case you want to give it a try and see what you can do. In addition, if you do get stuck, feel free to use the internet. There are so many different resources that you can use just looking it up on Google. So for example, if I want to figure out how I can make an object rotate in Unity, there's a little tutorial that you can do for spinning a cube that's very similar. Somebody asked a question on Stack Overflow about rotating an object that might have some good advice on how you should approach it. This is kind of an interesting one. How do I rotate an object around its center in a script? Very similar to what you're trying to do. In addition, these challenges are also a great opportunity to take a look at the documentation. So here is actually the documentation about how transform.rotate works. That goes in depth about all the different ways that you can use the rotate tool and the rotate method. It even has some examples that you can take a look at. So if you want to see different ways that you can rotate something, it's a good place to go. And you can also see all the other different options. For example, vector 3, of all the different vector 3s that you could potentially use. So that way, you can start digging a little bit more into all the different ways that you can use all the different methods and the different classes in Unity to be able to create your projects. In our starter project, we can see that when I press play, and hopefully if I can pause really fast, alright, I hope our player, they're out in the distance, so I'm just going to focus in. So you can see, if I step through, hopefully the plane stays in view, the propeller is never actually moving. That's a problem. Now, if you do get stuck, inside of your challenge folder, there's a set of instructions that you can use, and inside of the instructions, if we click on the challenge 1 outcome, and in fact, in our inspector, you can see this little gray bar down here. If we actually just drag this up by clicking on that gray bar, you can see there's actually this little video, and if you press the play button, you can see exactly how we were trying to make our plane and our game work before. Now, a lot of the things we were trying to do before are very similar to how we set up our initial project that we made, our prototype 1. So if you ever get confused or get lost, you can feel free to reference your prototype, take a look at your scripts, see the different things that we set up in our scripts to understand what's going wrong inside of our challenges. Another really helpful thing in our challenges is in the scripts folder. All the scripts actually have an X at the end of the name, so that way you know that this is our challenge script versus the names of the scripts that we had before. To get started, download the challenge assets using the link below the video. It will prompt you to download your challenge file, and then if you want to add that asset package to your project, you can go to the top left of Unity, click the Assets button, Import Package, Custom Package, which will then bring up your File Explorer, and then just go to the folder where you have that package saved, click on it, click Open, click on the Import button when it gives you the prompt on the window, and it will download that package to your project. So, get started on your first challenge, and good luck.
오케이. 버그를 해결해라. 오케이. 비행기를 뒤로 이동. 하지만 앞으로 가게 해야 된다. 한번 어떻게 나오는지 보자. 여기 있어. 일단 오케이. 스크립트에서 플레이어 컨트롤. 속도가 그래도 너무 빨라. 속도를 다시 한번 해보자. 앞에 코드를 좀 참고해서 짜보자. 옆에서 이렇게 있으니까. 근데 위아래밖에 없지? 그럼 좌우는 필요 없고 앞뒤만 가면 되는데 앞뒤만 가면 되니까 이거는 삭제를 하고 그다음에 밑에서 턴 스피드 잠깐만. 턴 스피드는 필요 없을 것 같고 그다음에 vertical input 일단 가긴 하는데 전혀 움직이지 않네. 구글에서 챗GPT에서 한번 검색을 해보자. 이건 똑같고 이렇게 하고 화면도 움직이지. 오케이. 오케이. 1단계 통과. 비행기와 뒤로 가기 이동 통과. 너무 빠름. 속도를 감당할 수 있는 수준을 낮춥니다. 이거 스피드를 조정하니까 됐어. 오케이. 통과. 자동으로 기울어짐. 위아래로 기울어지게 만들었어. 카메라를 비행기 전면에 위치함. 이거 플레인에 이 플레이어를 놓으면 이건 또 아니야. 여기 오프셋을 줘야 되는데 한번 보자. 이렇게 해야 되니까 메인 카메라 뷰는 Y. Y축은 0, G축도 0, X축은 한 20 이렇게 주면 되겠네. 이걸 지우고 20, 0, 0. 카메라에서 반대로 너 여기 있어. 이렇게 하기로. 너 위치를 요 로테이션을 90도. 비행기 옆으로 오도록 재조정. 비행기를 따라가게 했다. 프로펠러를 회전시키는 스크립트. 프로펠러가 있다고. 프로펠러. 이건 좀 어렵네. 다른 밑에 답이 좀 있는데 카메라 위치가 조금 어색한 거 빼고는 괜찮고, 프로펠러를 회전시킨다. 이거는 좀 어렵네. 새로 스크립트를 만들어서 짜면 된다고. 스크립트 스핀 프로펠러. 이건 G축으로 프로펠러를 돌리면 된다 했으니까 한번 해보자. Y축이라는데 이걸 넣어줘야 되는데 스핀 프로펠러 업 라이트 뭐 이렇게 좀 되려나? 이것도 아니고 업 라이트 뭐라 해야 되냐 그러면 G축을 좀 레프트는 반대로 되지 않을까? 반대로 들어가고 레프트 말고 뭐가 있을까? 업, 백, 다운, 업, 보드, 포워드 아닌데. 오, 좋아. 오케이, 챗 GPT의 도움을 받아서 무사히 과자 1번 완료. 그 다음에는 이제 또 다음번에 해봐야겠다. 이렇게 프로펠러 만드는 거를 진행해 보았습니다. 프로펠러 만들고 앞에 비행기를 움직여서 속도 제어를 하고 통과할 수 있게 만들어 주는 것까지. 그러면 다음번에 또 이어서 해보겠습니다.